Always a classy start there. Thank you for that, Bryant.
Absolutely.
All right, welcome to Road to 272. We are on is this week 15 or 16?
15.
15. We're getting towards the end, boys. Just a few weeks after this, eh?
Oh, week 16. Oops, I fucked up the title already.
It is week 16. All right, good start. Good start here.
Perfect.
That's awesome. I'm Ryan. Got Bryant below us, and we've got a stranger beside us here this week. We got Uncle Joe back. Welcome back, Uncle Joe. Let's put you on this. Let's put you on the spotlight right away. What are our socials, man?
At Heartland Pulse for Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. You can find us on Facebook. Just search Pulse of the Heartland. Same thing for YouTube. You can watch us live there every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8:30. I shouldn't say us because I'm rarely on. But yeah, you can watch the program Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays live, 8:30 on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch. And then also our home away from home, our mainstay spot. Find us at inthezone.studio. You can find all our blogs, all of our podcast information, and a whole bunch of other great content from a bunch of other writers. You can find us all on there. So inthezone.studio.
Heck yeah. Joey, we did Avatar 2 review on Monday. Do you want to add a little bit to that right now?
Dude, it was fucking spectacular. Went to it last night. It was IMAX 3D, maybe the best movie I've ever seen. I cried a little bit. I didn't actually cry. I teared up, but it was awesome. Had comedy, had a lot of good action bits. It was one of the better action films I've ever seen. Holy shit. Those fight scenes with the Na'vi and the makeshift Na'vi.
Sky people.
Oh. Yeah, the Sky people. They were awesome. So good shit, man. Good shit.
I hate that it was like everyone had shit on it, and I joined in. It was an easy joke. And then you go to the movie, and you're like, fucker did it again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I nowhere near liked the first one as much as this one. This one was by far and away better. So, yeah, it's great. So if you get a chance, and I highly, highly recommend splurging the extra $10 or whatever it is to go to the IMAX 3D if you have one close to you. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Our 3D was only $2 more from the regular showing, so it's like shit. Pay extra $2.
Yep. So there was the regular showing, the 3D showing, and they were $2 apart. Then IMAX was another $5, and then IMAX 3D was $2 more than regular IMAX. So
that makes sense. Yep. Makes sense. I still have to. There's a lot of people on the internet that I go on, like it's popping up on Facebook, and the story was so weak. This was a shitty movie. The visuals were okay, but this was just could have been better. It's like shit. Can you just not enjoy something? Just sit there and enjoy it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, there were parts of it where it felt like they were expanding way too much on some things. And it could have been shorter. It's a 3-hour movie, but you could say that about a lot of 3-hour movies. But they also have to move the storyline for the next one, where we have to wait another 10, 15 years for it. So, yeah, it's a great movie. I really liked it. And in those slow parts, it's just visually stunning, like you're saying. So there was an old lady sitting next to me. This is how awesome it looked. Old lady sitting next to me, and there's a couple parts where at the beginning, the 3D glasses were kind of disorienting, and they're made to, it's supposed to be that way. There's a couple scenes where it's supposed to be like that. Well, she took her glasses off for a while to get her eyes right again, then went to put them back on and dropped them, and they couldn't find them. And so she watched the rest of the movie without 3D glasses on. And if you've ever peeked around your glasses during a 3D movie, you know how fuzzy that shit looks. And at the end of it, I heard her talking to the person next to her saying how awesome, and that was one of the best things she's ever seen. And I'm like, did we just watch the same movie? Because I could not watch that all blurry, but whatever. When you're old, I guess it really doesn't matter.
There were
the olds are at it again, dude.
Exactly.
There were a couple times where I had to take them off because itchy eyes or something, and I looked, and it wasn't as blurry as what I've seen previous 3D movies as.
Yep, I would agree with that. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can't say old too much. I'm 35 now, so
yeah. Late happy birthday there, close. Joey.
Thank you. I'm fishing for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you caught us then.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get started on what we're here for. We can go over the standings. Trent still in the lead, 116-89 at a 56.5% win percentage, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then Clark right behind. Well, I guess not right behind him, but 8 behind, 109-97. And Bryant, you are 115-113. So you guys are.
Yeah. I would say we're both 117 and 104.
Oh, okay. That part didn't update then. Okay.
Yep, I was being a little petty, but I was going in technically in alphabetical order, so I'm in second still right now, but Clark is also tied at second. I mean, B comes before C. Sorry, Clark, that's always how the rules have been.
That is true. And then Joey and I are just kind of here. We're hanging out.
Hey, you're having fun.
Not
is what
for long. You just wait. You'll see the strategy I got. I'm catching up big time the next 3 weeks.
I am looking forward to hearing about your bets today. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we should talk, I guess, start with the Thursday night game, huh? What do we got here? We got Jacksonville at the Jets. Jets 1.5 point favorites at a total of 37. Joey, start it off, bud.
So, yeah, I was going through this and I was making my picks. And I at first had – what did I have for this one? Oh, I had the Jaguars covering money line, and I was going through a few more picks, and then I pulled a Caden Proctor and just switched everything up and didn't want to settle for third place. So I'm going all in and going all overs this week, baby. There's a big ass blizzard coming to town all over the United States. Bomb cyclones here and left and right. Watch the score skyrocket. It's going to be insane. The media is just making too much shit up about all this weather, getting all our hopes up. So overs all around the whole league, baby. That's my take.
There are a lot of 30-point totals this week. A lot of them.
Yep. So, yeah, overs are going to hit in every single game.
I pulled up and immediately, like the way we do it, like usually like there's numbers intermixed. Yours was just 2 columns. The type of bet was over under, all overs in the second column. I love it, man.
Fuck yeah. At this point in the season, I'm not going to catch up by trying to decide what the picks are. So I'm just going balls to the wall and just all overs, man.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, screw
Brant,
you, Caden Proctor. If you listen to this, you can go fuck yourself.
That one, that was definitely like, because I can see from both sides. I can understand his frustration where, oh, now all of a sudden I'm not providing you with what you want and now I'm garbage to you. But you also don't say that to a program that you've committed to for over 6 months. Not pen to paper. It is a verbal commit. It's nothing more. But I mean, honestly, it's one of those. How many other students athletes did he affect now that Kirk is going to hold? Well, it's the Caden Proctor rule. You don't get, if you commit, you're not doing any visits, or we won't, offer to you.
Yep.
So.
And I'm not trying to make this into the college football podcast or anything. I'll tie this into the NFL real quick. Mm-hmm. It was just a verbal commit. The kid's 18. I get it. You could switch. You could change your mind 1,000 times. I get it. I did the same thing. But you don't let your family shit on all the Hawkeye stuff. And then you also don't come on Twitter and say you're settling. The Iowa offensive linemen compared to the Alabama offensive linemen, there have been 10 in the NFL. The earnings are over $100 million more if you went to Iowa. Tell me that you're settling now, bitch.
Hey, he's getting that NIL money right now, though, son.
Is that where he's going? Is that Alabama?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, you can't blame the kid. He wants the exposure of the SEC. But it was like, if anything, Iowa could be. We always joke punter you and all this shit. Line is what they're looking at. Tyler Lindenbaum was a perfect example of playing on a shitty line 2 years ago, and he was a first-round pick for the Ravens the next year.
Yeah. Alaric Jackson is still in the league. He was the right tackle while Wirfs was there. He now plays left tackle in the NFL and gets paid millions of dollars. You can't fucking tell me that it's not Iowa that is offensive line you. Come on.
Trevor Penning for Northern Iowa got into the first round. It doesn't matter where you play the line. If you dominate like you're supposed to, you'll get drafted no matter where you go. Delaware, Iowa, it doesn't matter. So
Yep. And don't be trying to come back when you are tired of sitting on the bench because all the other 5 stars that are there. So you can just go ahead and fuck off to Lincoln with every other loser.
I mean, to go along with that, look at George Kittle and look at how successful he is at blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you, Ryan.
So, Ryan, what's your pick in the Jacksonville game?
Back to where we started. I went with Jacksonville with the points. I'm looking at Clark and Trent. They both took the Jacksonville money line. That's probably, try to get a little money off of that. That's probably not a bad way to go either. But yeah, I took the points with Jacksonville.
I got Jacksonville money line too because I thought no one was going to jump on it. T-Law has had over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns 3 of the last 4 games. He's going to continue it this week.
Mhm.
God damn it. I'm trying to get away from those two, and we all will just move as a unit up or down one. So
I think I might switch mine to money line.
yeah,
I mean, it's only 1.5 point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. But so Joey took the over, and the rest of us are taking the money line.
Yes, sir.
Why can I not edit this? Oh, okay. Anyway. Oh, because I'm clicking on the wrong computer. That would be why.
I mean, with all this technology, we've proven to the audience over and over again how good we are at it. So
wow, good work, Ryan. Okay, let's just move on to the next game here. Seattle at Kansas City. There's a lot of Saturday games this week, aren't there? There's more Saturday than Sunday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Seattle at Kansas City. The KC -10. That is a big spread and a total of 49. Brian, what's your take here?
Seattle covers 10. Chiefs defense and Spagnuolo have been so disappointing. Seattle might win this fucking thing, man. They play so efficient and they can control the ball. I mean, I love the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they still win, but no way we win by over 10. And if we do, fine. I'll feel good about it. It means my team won by in a dominating fashion. But you let Russ Wilson cook. You let these nothing offenses like the Texans run all over you, and you don't think Seattle, that's had an efficient attack and played playoff teams well, can't do anything against you? Get out of here, dude. Seattle covers with ease.
I think I'm going to regret taking this. I should take Seattle to cover. I took the Seattle team total over 19. Thought that was a little thin with how much Kansas City's been letting teams score.
Seattle scores at least 21 points, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's why I thought the 19 should be safe, but we'll see. Joey, over.
Yeah, took the over, baby. How about I'm going to do this? Instead of just saying I'm going to do the overs, I'll give you reasons why every game's going to hit over.
Okay.
We know the Chiefs' offense is number 1 scoring offense in the league, 29.6 points a game. Seattle, the only quarterback in the league to have the only quarterback in the league to have 11 multiple touchdown games this year, Geno Smith. Give me that over all day. Points really? All over. Yep. Saw that tonight at Los Ojos Locos Sports Cantina right next door to me. That was recommended by one of our coworkers, the Crazy Eyes. And he said, "Oh man, go there. Their food's really great." Looked it up on Google, a bunch of family pictures, blah blah blah, and kids and stuff. Walk in, and it's all women in Santa lingerie. It was very surprising, and I was uncomfortable and thought that there might be butthole things on my food.
Oh, no. Dude, hold on. You said, hold on, say this again. Geno Smith is the only one with 11-plus games with multiple touchdown games?
Correct.
Okay, I'm just able to say we can go on to the next game is fine. I got to look because I'm looking at Mahomes. He's about the only one I could think of that might have more than that.
That's the stat I saw on ESPN today.
I'm sure it's right. That's crazy.
We didn't. We should have done this right away. We can do this at the end if there's time, if we want. But I saw Geno is one of the NFC quarterbacks for the Pro Bowl.
As he should be.
Kirk and Jalen Hurts is the other two.
Yep. Yeah. That is. All 3 of those were predicted at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah. Right.
Especially Geno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mahomes has 10, so he's right behind him. But interesting. Well, good on Geno.
Yep, over 49.
Yep.
Clark and Trent also took the Seattle to cover.
Excellent.
So next one here, we got Buffalo at Chicago. Buffalo 9-point favorites with a total of 40. I took Buffalo at -9. I don't know. Chicago. I think Buffalo is starting to get back to their good winning ways. Chicago. I mean, if you can stop Fields from running, you've basically got their game plan figured out at this point. I'm just going to go with Buffalo, thinking they'll have a good defensive game.
I have the opposite. I have Chicago covering 9. Buffalo, same thing. They really haven't been as dominant as they were. Like, I think we're all still fixed on the Titans game where they just absolutely spanked their bottoms. Chicago has let their offense loose now with Justin Fields. He had a couple amazing runs last week. He is actually went out and said he is going out to beat Lamar's record, and I think he's 203 yards short. Needs to average 70 yards a game, so he's going for it. You're going to have a Chicago team that has nothing to lose. They're going to go all out. I still think Chicago loses by single digits. I think they're going to lose by within a touchdown. But I mean, Buffalo, same thing. I think Buffalo, Bengals, Chiefs, these top AFC teams, same thing with like Eagles, but any top team, you're going to have that target on your back this late in the year. And I see Chicago making it actually competitive here.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's going to be like a 28-13 game or something like that. But the other two guys feel that same way though. The same way as you. They both took Chicago to cover. So I'm the outcast on this one.
We were not canoodling. Clark and Trent quick stealing my picks. Bitches.
Joey, do you have some reasoning here?
Yeah, I'm going to combine both of your takes. Chicago, Justin Fields is gunning for that record, so he's going to get that. They're going to put up yards. They're going to put up points. That Buffalo defense let Tua run and pass all over them. I think Justin Fields is a better version of Tua, even though he doesn't have the weapons that Tua does. And Chicago can't stop shit. So, yeah, easy, over 40.
You want to repeat that last part again? Who's better than who?
What do you mean? Justin Fields is better than Tua. Talent-wise.
This was the guy that said that Miami was the number one team in the NFL a couple weeks ago.
It
was like 5 weeks ago, but yes. I still think they're very, very talented.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure because I heard you the first time. I just wanted to make sure you heard you because that's insane.
Nope. Talent-wise, Justin Fields is better than Tua.
He's a great running back. I agree.
No, he can pass it better too. You just have the I hate Ohio State Big Ten quarterback bias. So
true. I 100% agree with that, man.
Yep. Sometimes we said it before the pod. Sometimes you're just wrong.
Hey, sometimes you gotta be a hater though. It's fun. You don't have to have a reason. You can just hate.
Exactly.
Well, that leads us to our next game. Baltimore plays Atlanta. Baltimore 7-point favorites. Total of 35.5. Joey, you may as well start this. This is your team here.
Yeah, Falcons are going to put up 40 by themselves, so easy over hits on this one. No.
One team hits the over. Damn.
Yeah, it's going to be run, both sides of the ball. It's going to be a super fast game. I don't think either defense can really stop the run. I know the Falcons can't, so I'm going to go ahead and say that, over is going to hit pretty easy.
Ryan?
So I'm taking Atlanta to cover. Oh, no, that's Trent. Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta to cover. That is a lot of points, and I have crapped on Lamar Jackson way too much to think that Baltimore is good, even though I don't know. I don't know. I think so. I think he's stroking out.
No, I'm trying to catch up to Trent, and I have the same picks every time.
But yeah, I don't even know if Lamar is playing, but even if he is, I don't think that's enough for them to beat Atlanta by 7. What do you and Trent have, Bryant?
I have Atlanta covering. I don't even care. No offense. I don't care if it's Huntley. I don't care if it's Lamar coming back from injury. To be honest,
not what Trent has.
What's that?
That's not what Trent has.
You just said it. He had Atlanta covering.
No, that was me being accidental. He took under 35.5.
Okay, so we're different. No, I have Atlanta covering 7. It doesn't matter if Huntley's playing. That Baltimore's going to have no offense. I don't think the offense is really going to get going that much better with Lamar. I think their defense might still be able to stop Atlanta. There's nothing that I'm going, oh man, if you got to stop Atlanta, you got to stop this one superstar. It's just, I don't know, man. I just have a feeling Atlanta covers. Atlanta might even win this thing, which would really put a damper on or I guess it would really dictate the Lamar situation in the offseason.
Yeah, whether he's there or not, for sure. Yeah. Clark did go with us and took Atlanta to cover.
Okay.
Yeah, Trent does not think there's going to be any points, and Joey thinks Atlanta's going to cover themselves.
The Ravens are in East Coast Iowa, I think. A defense that can get some decent stops and no offense.
I would say Baltimore's like that, too.
That's what I just said.
I thought you said Atlanta is.
No, Baltimore.
No. Either way, whatever. We agree here.
Okay, good.
New Orleans at Cleveland. Cleveland 2.5-point favorites with a total of 32.5. I think Cleveland is Joey's second favorite team. So go ahead, Joey. Take it.
Sure. Yeah. They like to run the ball just like Atlanta does. I feel like Deshaun's going to have a good game at least one of these weeks. And what better team to have it against than the Saints, who can't play fucking defense to save their life. So I'm going to go ahead and say over hits. Cleveland probably puts up 4 touchdowns. New Orleans, that means only has to score 1 on their own. I think they can do that. So, yeah, give me the over.
Oh, yeah, we just have to rely on the Saints having a competent offense, just slightly. I don't know, man.
I mean, the ginger gunslinger can, he can have at least 1 touchdown.
I say it every week. I mean, the guy's handsome as hell, but I don't think that's going to do anything against Cleveland. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, he who shall not be named. I think that offense is just going to be too much. Cleveland covers 2.5.
I'm going to be the outcast here. So Clark is over 32.5. Trent has Cleveland covering. I am taking underdog money line. New Orleans is going to win this game. Mainly, I've got to, if I'm going to catch up to you guys, which I'm not going to, but I may as well make some stupid picks too. But basically, I'm just Operation Fade Watson because F him.
At this point, you can make the principled stand. We thank you for your service.
You're welcome. I'll be happy to lose those $2 for you.
There you go.
All right, next game, Houston at Tennessee. Tennessee 3-point favorites with a total of 35.5. I actually got Houston at +5.
Nice.
So I took Houston at +5. They've played good teams hard. I don't think Tennessee is a good team right now. So,
what did Trent and Clark have?
Trent took over 35.5, and Clark also took over 35.5. They've been canoodling.
Okay, good. I have because I have upset of the week. Houston Texans are going to beat the Tennessee Titans. I don't care what Derrick Henry is doing. He's not going to. He will run for less than 60 yards, and that'll be enough for Tennessee to lose this game. They have the Houston's got a young core. They're playing hot. They almost beat the Dallas Cowboys, but they have enough offensive power that they got past the Texans. They almost beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs have enough offensive power to get past them. Tennessee got no offense.
I don't think Tannehill's playing either, is he?
Who cares? If he was, I was making that pick thinking Tannehill wins or was playing, knowing that Malik Willis is going to be starting. Easiest pick of the week.
He can't. I mean, he doesn't throw to wide receivers. He's not allowed to. So
yeah. So they're going to put 10 in the box, and that might be able to stop Henry enough to get that 60-yard prediction I had.
Yep. Joey, what's your bold pick?
So were you saying Tannehill wasn't starting a quarterback, or he's not playing at all? Because, he played receiver. So
when was
he
that?
could play in college at Texas A&M.
Oh,
he
shoot.
was
I never
really,
heard that.
really good. So, yeah. So good he switched to quarterback.
I agree with Bryant, and I don't think – and actually, Ryan, you mentioned it too. I don't think Tennessee's very good. I think their defense is very lackluster, and Houston has put up points against people. So I think this over at 35.5 is an Iowa over, and I think that this hits real easy. I'm guessing this one's mid-40s, to be honest with you.
It's just can Tennessee score points without Tannehill is the thing. That's the only thing.
They're going to do what they do every week and just hand the ball off. If Henry doesn't get 60 yards, you're right. That under is going to hit. But I, unlike Bryant, think that he's going to have a big game and be over 100 again.
So many 30 points this week.
Yep.
See, this would also be, if I had to choose one game to be my Ryan Bollock kicking game of the week, it would be this game. Both offenses are so bad that they only have to kick field goals. Can these two teams combine for over 8 field goals to beat the Ryan Bollock one-game record?
That is a good question, and I may have to take one of these kickers in my fantasy league this week. Good call. Thank you.
I might change this. I might change this to a teaser.
Oh, don't be teasing me now.
I might change this to a teaser, guys.
You're teasing me. Don't
I
tease
might.
me now.
Here's Ryan Proctor changing his
Ooh.
mind last minute.
Just sitting over there teasing me. What do you think you're going to be going with the Tennessee as 3-point favorites and 35.5 overall points? Dazzle me over there, Ryan.
We're gonna go with Houston Texans +9 with an under 42.
Okay, and that's minus 120, right?
Yes.
Hit with ease. Houston's been playing hot, dude.
All right, we'll change that.
I like it.
If somebody wants to take over the next one, so I can change this over here. I'm just.
Yep. We have Detroit at Carolina. Detroit is a 2.5-point underdog. Over under of 44. Bryant, what do you got?
Detroit's favorites. Sorry, just to clarify if anyone's listening. I have Detroit covering 2.5 points. I don't know how this spread is so low. I get Sam Darnold. I just think the Lions are playing hotter than the Carolina Panthers right now. And I like the story better, to be honest.
I agree with you. I think both teams are coming in hot on offense. I don't think either one has a good defense whatsoever. So, yeah, another over that I'm going to take. Follow that trend, guys.
Following it.
Ryan, what you got, man?
What did I have for this one? Detroit and Carolina. Oh, Detroit team total over 22.5.
Nice.
24, I can see that. Solid.
Yep. And then we got Clark. He's got Detroit covering the -2.5. And Trent has Detroit -2.5 as well.
Hell yeah.
I'm almost there. I am so bad at sheets. I have no clue what I'm doing. So don't mind me.
Okay, we
You've
got
always
you.
said Excel's been your biggest issue here, but we'll move on to the next game while you're working on that. Then Cincinnati at the New England Patriots. Which did you see that New England Patriots fan just take that reaming from that Raiders fan?
No.
On Twitter. So apparently, like, the Patriots fan had been his first game, and he was probably – it sounded like he was literally just cheering for his team. And then the worst play in Bill Belichick's history happens with the lateral. And this big old broad that was a Raiders fan just got in his face and was just screaming at him, "Go Raiders!" It's just like they're just trash people, all of them. You know, I mean, it was amazing how well that guy was composed. I'll see if I can find the video of it while you guys are doing your picks, because I actually want to see if I can show it on here, because she was unrelenting.
They're kind of the Nebraska of the NFL. They were good in the 90s. Their fans are trash, and now they just expect to win.
Do they promote sellouts or something?
Probably.
Are you talking the Raiders or the Packers?
you pick.
I'm going to go with – oh, go ahead.
Okay. So I obviously going with the over on this one. I think the Bengals are playing out of their mind right now, just like they were last year, peaking at the right time. And if there's ever a time to have a get-right game for New England, it's after whatever the fuck happened at the end of that one last week. So I think Ramondre Stevenson has another big game. I bet they put up 17, 18 points, and then the Bengals just cover the rest, putting up about 30. So, yeah, give me the over.
I think the rest of us have the same thing, but I took Cincinnati -3. I don't know what Vegas has seen that makes them think New England is as good as Cincinnati is, or really many other teams. So I think this is probably the easiest pick of the week, to be honest.
Yeah, my commentary on why Cincinnati is going to cover 3 points, I asked, is it only 3 points because they think Mac Jones is starting for the Bengals? Because I do realize they have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Is T. Higgins back?
I think so. I'm pretty sure they're full bore this week.
Yeah, Sam Perrine, Joe Mixon. I mean, they do realize they have all that on offense, right? I mean, New England hasn't done anything that makes me think they're going to be able to stop that offense, as well as Cincinnati has a very outside shot of going for the number 1 seed and hosting in the AFC. They're going to be going balls to the wall to prove something here.
I can't believe how Cincinnati has turned it around. The beginning of the season, we were just kind of crapping on them because it was, lightning in a bottle, and now they're back to being who they were last year.
The coach makes adjustments, dude. I've been saying it since they beat the Chiefs. I mean, Zach Taylor, they might not be playing the best, and then all of a sudden look at last week. Joe Burrow only throws for 200 yards, but 4 touchdowns because he puts them in the position. No one had an outstanding game. Burrow had the touchdowns, but he didn't have the yards. No running back, balled out. I think the best wide receiver had 70 yards. I mean, it was just spread out amongst everyone, and it was just, I don't know. They're getting it done right now, and like I said, I think that's small enough of an outside chance is what's going to have them just destroy the Patriots here. But speaking of destroying the Patriots, look at this fan here. Watch her just fucking go ham on this fan. Like, she is just getting his face. He's not saying anything to her. And she is just... would you be able to be that composed watching that if that woman was doing that right next to you?
You won by the stupidest play in NFL history, and you're talking so much shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Good for her husband pulling her away, too.
But what do you expect by someone that's wearing a Derek Carr jersey? I mean, they haven't seen anything in their whole careers. They're trying to get the money back in that investment. They spent $120 once on a Derek Carr jersey because his brother said he was good,
It's almost as dumb as buying a Calvin Ridley jersey.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant David Derek. Doesn't matter which one he is. Terrible investment buying that jersey.
But yeah, I think all of us took Cincinnati -3 besides Joey.
With the over. Because Cincinnati's going to run all over the Patriots.
The Patriots have a decent front four for defense.
Yeah, true. I don't see
That's
it.
Not enough to a front four is not going to stop Chase, Higgins, and Boyd.
I saw Perrine just every time he got hit after a 3-yard gain, he gained up to 8 yards. Like, it was just he never stopped after the first hit. So unless that was just a fluke and he only played that way in the Chiefs game, which a lot of teams do, I don't see them stopping him.
No, though. So I've watched quite a bit of the Bengals this year just because I really love their backfield and Joe Mixon and P. Ryan. And they remind me so much of the Packers backfield with AJ Dillon and Aaron. Aaron Jones. Like, they're just small, compact, big ass thighs and just run over and keep moving forward. It's great football to watch. Yeah, they're thick.
They're thick with 2 C's. Thick.
At least 2.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn is what I gotta say.
Damn, boy.
Damn, boy, he's thick. Joey's just saying that the whole time watching the Bengals backfield, just going, damn, boy.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Jesus. Move on.
You all missed me.
We missed you, Joey. Next game, the Giants at the Minnesota. It's at Minnesota Vikings. It is the whiteout game for the Vikings. So their end zone and logo is white. They're going all white jerseys at home. It's going to be kind of cool, I guess. Minnesota 4-point favorites with a total of 48. I'm taking the over on this one. Both defenses kind of stink. I'm going with the over.
Joey, why is the over going to hit, Joey?
Minnesota just has a really, really good offense. If they're clicking, they're hard to stop, and the Giants' defense is not good. Daniel Jones is balling out the last 3 games. He's putting up a ton of fantasy points. I think the same thing happens. No offense, Ryan. I don't think Minnesota's defense is very good. And
that's awful. It's
terrible. 0 wind chill.
More snow, more ice.
Enemies change.
My bad.
My bad. Perfect timing for a whiteout because it's going to be the biggest blizzard in the nation this weekend. Yeah, I'm giving that over. 48s.
And Joey, the Vikings defense is just, they're terrible, just absolutely terrible. So no offense taken.
Hey, I know I get butthurt anytime someone mentions how bad my team is at stuff, so I just want to make sure that I say no offense and then offend you.
No. Facts don't
First
offend.
off, David, I would like to apologize for scaring the shit out of you there. It scared me too, pulling up this clip here. You know what? They are gonna. they are going to look pretty damn good in the all whites. But they spurned me last week. They did not cover in that game, so I'm going to have to go with the Giants plus 4 points. Like you said, the Vikings defense they got to figure it out, dude. Going down 33 points and then relying on second half adjustments and Kirk Cousins to ball out, throwing for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, you're not going to get it done. Real quick, the one question I had in this game: are they going to sit Ragor after his just give up on plays?
That is a great question. They should. The only reason he was really in there was because the cheap shots on Jefferson that took him out.
Yeah,
Man, they got a real LSU vibe going with those jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rager will still be punt returning, but I'm guessing he will probably have limited snaps on offense. You know, you go back to that game, though. The defense actually had a very good game. They only allowed 1 touchdown. That's it. The rest were field goals. The rest were a blocked punt that was taken to the house, a pick 6 because Rager doesn't know how to stay in a spot. So it was mainly fluke plays that and their starting position, because our special teams is so bad, was the 46-yard line. Well, you only have half the field to drive. You're going to be getting field goals pretty damn easy. We're lucky they only had so it was definitely, in my opinion, one of their best defensive performances this year. But you can't count on that because the rest of the season they've been allowing 400 yards a game pretty easily.
Yep, I agree.
And that's why I'm taking the over. And that's why the +4 is probably pretty safe, because do the Vikings win? Yes. But do they win by more than 3 often? Not really.
Nah. They like to give all their fans heart attacks.
Yes. And Trent took the under 47 and a half, so he thinks it's going to be more of a defensive game. And Clark took Minnesota -4, so he has more faith in them than I do. So thank you, Clark. We lost Bryant. Well, we can move on to the next game. Philadelphia at Dallas. Dallas 5-point favorites. They must be thinking Hurts is out, huh? With a total of 47. He is out for sure.
Yep. But I mean, do you know who Philadelphia's backup is?
Yeah, it's Minshew.
I do.
Yeah, that was the easiest pick of the weekend. Or actually, I had over 47 points. I just think they're going to ball out this game. Yeah. Both teams have shown they can score over 40 points. I don't care if it's Minshew or Hurts, dude. Minshew, he started Jacksonville for a reason. He was a pretty decent player.
Yeah. Yep. I think he's the best backup in the league, to be honest with you. Now that Brock Purdy's starting.
There you go. I'm not even going to argue. You said that. You got me on your side, Joey.
I knew I would. I know that. See? Old wise sales trick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Philadelphia with 5 points. I mean, Dallas just lost. I don't know. I don't think they're that great. I think Minshew is a good quarterback. I truly do.
Yep.
Yeah, I took Philadelphia to cover.
I mean, think. You got Gardner Minshew, one of the best backups in the league, and you have him coming off of eulogizing Mike Leach. That guy's going to be motivated. He's going to ball the fuck out this weekend. We're all going to go, how is he only a backup in the league?
He has that it factor. He reminds me of Heineke now, and when we had Case Keenum. He just has that it factor that you find a way to win. He just does it.
Mm-hmm.
The other guys are opposite. They think there's not going to be many points scored, under 47 for both of them.
Nice.
I disagree with that. I'm going over, obviously. I think that both offenses are just on fire. And like Brian said, I don't care if it's Minshew or Jalen Hurts. Yeah, they're going to put up points. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are too good to not get the ball to. That offense is going to keep rolling, baby.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard talking about Gardner Minshew in practice the other day. I don't know if the ball hit the ground during the entire practice. I mean, that fucking Eagles by 21 points at least, I guess.
That's fine as long as the over hits. I don't give a shit.
And it's indoors too, so they don't have to worry about weather.
Right.
Hold on. Before we move on, I got to if this has a lot of noise, again, I apologize. We're also not the greatest. I got to show you this video of Minshew that just popped up on Twitter while I've been scrolling here. It's him with a katana.
Yes.
Yes.
So if everyone really wants to see this video of us live or watch our YouTube's Pulse of the Heartland, and you can see this amazing man's athleticism here. Look at that. Yeah.
Love it.
It's almost as cool as Aaron Donald training with fake knives.
Yeah.
Or with help.
Yep.
Or when he has two helmets in his hand and he tries to take on the other team by himself. It's like Jon
Right.
Snow shit from Battle of Bastards.
That's right.
All right. Oh, speaking of the best backup now starter in the league, Washington at San Francisco. San Francisco 7-point favorites with a total of 38. Homer Bryant, you might as well take this one away, although he left again.
He's jerking it. We talked about Brock
Sorry,
Purdy.
I gotta tucking it in my waistband real quick here.
But you were talking about Taylor Heineke, right, Ryan? Is that who you're talking about?
I
Former
sure
backup?
was. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, look at this guy.
Sorry, you talk about Brock Purdy. I got to break out the blacks that he did so well in. The only thing that's going to happen in this game.
Did he play for Iowa?
Oh no, this is the best team in Iowa that wears black, Iowa State.
Okay.
I have San Fran covering 7 points with ease because there's going to be two things that are going to happen. Brock's going to bruise the inside of his knees because his big cock swinging there, and San Fran's going to destroy Heineke. That team can't score points with him. They can barely. They're god awful. I'm telling you, San Fran by. I mean, I would almost take him by 14 at least.
Why is it going to be over, Joey?
Because San Fran's going to win 39-0 probably. They're just going to keep putting up points. Brock's going to keep rolling. It's hard to be bad at quarterback when you're throwing to George Kittle, handing the ball off to Christian McCaffrey. Is Debo back this week? I don't think he is. But yeah, I mean, it's easy. You're just throwing darts basically. So yeah, give me the Niners. If I were a betting man and taking the spreads, I'd take the Niners to spread that.
And I will also take the over, as always.
So I'm gonna take Washington to cover. Mainly, I think Washington has a better defense than what Brock has seen so far. I mean, he's seen Miami, Tampa, and Seattle. None of them really have great defenses. So I think Washington is going to be the first good defense he really sees. So I think San Francisco wins. I think Brock, keeps his legacy going of being the best backup turned Mr. Irrelevant turned starter. I think he'll continue that, but I think Washington will cover this one.
Greatest prediction by man who's not here, Trent Nelson. Greatest prediction of the season that Brock Purdy would start. He said by week 9, but you know what? They're not going to start a guy when they have to pay the other two so much money. They were making financial decisions at that point. Now that they're injured, now they're making the correct decision.
Clark took San Francisco to cover, and Trent took the over 37.5 there.
Agreed. If you wanted to do like when I was BSing here, if you took 49ers covering 13.5, so winning by 2 touchdowns, you get plus 172.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Next game. Have we gotten into Sunday yet? Is this Sunday games yet? It doesn't really matter anyway. Las Vegas at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 2.5-point favorites with a total of 38.5. Brian, I know you're a huge Vegas fan, so why don't you start?
Hey, you want to know why I'm wearing my black uniform, black and gray, technically here? Because I got the Raiders money line. They fucked me too many times on the spread. They showed a little bit of life. The other side has Kenny Pickett. The best play of Kenny Pickett's career that you can think of was his fake slide that became a rule the next game. Kenny Pickett ain't good. The Raiders are going to do this little run that they have, and I don't think Pittsburgh's that great, to be honest.
I don't either. I took Pittsburgh or Vegas to cover the 2.5. I should just take the money line, but I'll stick with the points. Clark took Vegas to the money line for Vegas also. So, Joey, why is it going to be over?
Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Derek Carr. Pittsburgh's defense is bad. If they score points, it'll be Pickett to Pickens, and yeah, that's ball game. But yeah, I think the Raiders put up pretty big points in this game.
See, the only thing that has me worried is with Pittsburgh. I know they're getting T.J. Watt back from injury. I just think that's not going to be enough to stop this offense.
Did he get injured again?
No, he's just coming back from injury.
Oh, he's been back for a while.
I know. Finally, someone called me out. I've been saying that shit for 6 weeks in a row, and no, everyone just going, "Oh, okay, yeah, T.J. Watt's coming back from injury."
I remember you saying that last week, and I was like, "Wait, I'm pretty positive he's been back for a while."
I told Joey that after a recording, I think it was last week. I was like, no one's calling me out on it, so I'm going to keep saying it until someone finally realizes that TJ Watt's been back for a month and a half.
I'm
And
sorry,
clearly-
Brian. I started laughing, and I don't think if I would have started laughing, Ryan would have caught it again.
No, I didn't see you laugh. I was just like,
Oh,
did he get
okay,
hurt
good.
again or what? It seems like the Watts are always injured.
No, I mean, he's been back. I mean, I think they've improved. I think Raiders are in some little goofy trend. You know, a team, when you get momentum like that, you pull out a crazy win like that, they might be able to keep riding it, especially with like I said, a Pittsburgh team I don't think is too great right now.
Yeah, I agree. Trent does not agree with you, though. He is taking Pittsburgh to cover.
All right, good. We got a little bit of a different picks here finally.
Yep. Okay, next game, we're moving on to Green Bay at Miami. Miami 4-point favorites with a total of 49.5. I hate Green Bay, so I'll start. I'm going with Miami over 27. Green Bay's defense sucks. They truly suck. They aren't that great. They've won a few games. Who cares? Miami will dominate them, probably cover 50 themselves. They're going 29 over 27, excuse me.
You as a Vikings fan have unfortunately been through so many years with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. You know what time it is. This is the time when they start heating up and they're going to start making noise. Are we going to head towards the playoffs? They have minimal chances of making it. I have Green Bay covering, though. This is just the time when they start heating up, and it makes no sense with this team that they have. But also, Miami now has a worse point differential than the Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings are positive. So, fun fact here, you know who has the best fourth quarter point differential?
Well, Vikings, because they always have to come back.
Yeah, they're plus 66 in the fourth quarter. The rest of the game
Holy shit, plus 66?
Yeah, the rest of the game is difficult, but they're plus 66 in the fourth.
You know what that means, right? That means the other three quarters are minus 64 points.
Yes.
Right.
I'm telling you that KOC is just playing with teams for 45 minutes out of the game, and he's like, okay, we'll finally start playing here.
I think Coach Cock is was the guy that, okay, I have a paper due at midnight. It's going to take me about 3 hours. I'm going to wait till 4 hours before it's due, and then I'm going to start it.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's a coach after my own heart there. I love that.
Yeah, that was exactly the same thing I needed to do when I was doing my women's studies papers. I needed to break down a Katy Perry video. I was doing that shit at 2 a.m, and it was due at like 8 a.m. the next day. Like, I gave a crap, but...
Mm-hmm.
Before Joey goes, Clark took Green Bay to cover and Trent took Miami to cover. So
God, me and Clark were a lot of the same too.
Yeah, and aren't you battling for second?
Yep. Battle for silver.
Yep. We'll be third after all these overs hit. So yeah. Speaking of overs hitting, this one, the Miami Dolphins, best team / offense in the league. They're going to show up again this week. Tyreek Hill might break the receiving record this week.
Wait,
like
best
400
team
yards.
in the league? Best team in the league.
You heard me. Even with that mediocre quarterback Tua, who's not as good as Justin Fields. I got to try and remember all these takes. So
remember, Joey did have them ranked number 1 at one point this season, so I will allow him to say they're the best team. He thought it weeks ago. So
yep, exactly. So yeah, I think Miami is vying to just solidify themselves into the playoffs, and I mean, Buffalo losing a couple isn't out of the realm of possibility, and then winning that division is still there. So yeah, Miami puts up a bunch of points, and I suppose Aaron Rodgers gets a couple touchdowns. So yeah, give me the over.
Miami has been playing some good teams and losing some good games. Like the game against Buffalo, they played very well in that game in some pretty crappy weather.
Yep.
The Packers haven't been playing that good of teams. They just beat the Rams. Well, shit. Houston would probably beat the Rams. So yeah, I'm going with Miami winning 45-17.
Perfect. Over hits.
Yep.
Thanks.
And I know for a fact the Packers will probably end up winning, and I'm going to be super pissed off, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't have to make sense. You just know with the Packers how stupid it is every single year that they come back and win. This is what's happening.
They have to win out. So hopefully Miami can beat them. Hopefully Detroit can beat them. And if it comes down to it, hopefully Minnesota can beat them week 17.
Agreed.
All right. Next game, Denver at the Rams. Man, this is a terrible game. Denver 2.5-point favorites with a total of 36.5. Joey, go ahead. State your case.
I
Yeah.
honestly have nothing for this one.
Yeah. Tell us how this over's hitting. I'm ready for you to talk your way out of this one.
Oh my god. Let's see. We need 8 touchdowns to cover that. No, 6 touchdowns. So each team gets 3 defensive touchdowns.
No,
That's how it happens.
5. Oh no, shit. Yeah, you're right. 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead,
So
Brian. Oh, sorry.
you're fine.
You done,
Yeah,
Billy?
defensive touchdowns, I guess. That's about all I got because these quarterbacks suck. I mean, Russell Wilson did put up points against the Chiefs and the Rams. Baker doesn't look totally incompetent. I mean, he's had 2 good series so far with them. So I'm sure points will get put up. 36.5 is a low one. I mean, if I'm trying to talk myself into this, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Defensive touchdowns and some points from the offense. There we are.
Has Cam Akers done anything this year?
He had 6 points last week for me. That's about it. He had 60 yards.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, not really much.
You can't even count that many points on one hand.
Nope.
That's a good question, David. I'm not sure.
What's the question he's got?
Has Russell hit his bathroom total yet?
No, he got injured when he was at 11 touchdowns.
So he's close. He might be able to pass it.
And to be honest, I think he might be at 12, tying it. I think he's one below or tied, but they're counting a touchdown when he threw a pick 6 to the Chiefs, which I think is fair at this point in the season. Give the guy something, man. I feel bad for all the Broncos nation. Let's cry, let's hide, let's die. Every single rhyme or reason we've had to make fun of him. I'm starting to feel bad for him.
You do?
You want to know why? You know what? How bad they've made me felt. I got Denver covering 2.5, just
Jesus
because
Christ.
Baker is in a new system. They're giving up on the year. Baker is a not covering the spread machine. He is awful at it. Yeah, Denver 2.5. I'm feeling the AFC West, baby.
Man, all right.
Good for you. I took the under just because it just makes sense with these two teams.
Yeah.
Clark went with you. Oh no, Clark's opposite. He went with the Rams to cover, and Trent went with over 17.5 the first half.
I guess I'm picking up one game on Trent. That's nice.
I like the confidence.
You think they're going to score more than 17 points in one half of football? Fuck no.
No. Not these two teams.
You could say, are they going to score more than 17 points in any combination of 2 quarters in that game? I'd say no. This is my official Big Ten football game of the week.
Here's the hard thing for Denver is that terrible that difficult home field advantage that the Rams have.
Yeah, when you're a paid professional, I don't care if you're for the Denver Broncos or the Chiefs. When you have to play in front of dozens of fans in LA, I mean, you can almost hear them yelling.
Yeah. I mean, most of them are kind of C-suite type of people that are there, but you've got those 10 fans that are pretty crazy.
Yeah, they're very pinkies up type of folk. They need to move back to St. Louis. They got their banner in LA. Let them keep the banner in LA, move them back to St. Louis, man.
Yeah.
I mean, City's still paying for the stadium, so why not?
Or move the Chargers.
And the Chargers
back to
are still
San
there.
Diego. Move the Chargers back to San Diego.
Yeah.
I don't even think seriously, have the Chargers. We can talk about them whatever Monday night, but
2 games.
have they actually been taken in by the Los Angeles crowd?
I don't know. I mean, they haven't won, and that's what you're in LA. That's where you're gonna have to be the outstanding winner for them to give a shit about your team. And you're even seeing with the reigning Super Bowl champions how god awful their fan base is. And the Chargers, as long as they're still in the division with the Chiefs, they ain't winning. So
To the fans' credit, the Rams are a dumpster fire this year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting.
granted they weren't there at the beginning of the season either to even figure that out. So that makes sense.
Yeah, but if the Vikings won a Super Bowl and the next season they have the season that Houston has, I'd still be like, I don't give a crap. We won a Super Bowl finally.
If I read every article about the Pac-12 correctly, the reason they don't go to the game is they're so close to the beach. You want to go to a football game on Sunday, or you want to go to the beach? We got nice weather out there. That's why they built the dome. It makes no sense. Their fans are awful. Team's awful.
All right, we'll move on after that there. Tampa Bay at Arizona. Tampa Bay 7.5-point favorites with a total of 40.5. This game is dumb. Joey, we can hold off on you here.
No, let me go.
Okay.
40.5. It's going to hit Tampa Bay leading their division. They're going to have to put up points. I guess Arizona's defense is a terrible defense. So get right game for Tom Brady going into the playoffs. They have all the talent there to do it. They just need to put it together. So as much as I love watching Tom struggle, I need him to put up points this week. So Tom, if you love me at all, please retire after this game.
Who's Arizona's quarterback this game?
Colt McCoy.
Is he back? I thought he got hurt possibly.
Damn it, I was assuming it was Colt McCoy. I'll check.
That's who I thought it was too. Now that over's even worse.
I know he got hurt. Maybe he's back. I don't know what his injury was, but
I did hear this right before we came on. Remember when Tampa Bay beat the Dallas Cowboys in week 1 pretty handedly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
get back to that.
You know who's starting? Oh, shit. You guys aren't on TikTok. Trace McSorley is starting for the Arizona Cardinals. He has a TikTok song where everyone loves Trace McSorley. I didn't know that going into my pick, but I'm going to ride with it. Arizona plus 7.5. This is just stupid enough of a game that he's going to have that spark in them. My main reason, though, to be honest, is do we know what's happening in 4 days?
Christmas.
It's Christmas. It's a time to be around your loving family. You know what Tom Brady's not going to be doing? He's not going to be around his supermodel wife, around his kids. He's going to be playing Arizona. He's going to be depressed as shit. Arizona cover 7.5.
Here we are, 2 Tom Brady love jokes. What you got, Ryan?
Yeah,
I've got nothing on. I'm not on your guys' level. I'm going to go with Arizona to cover though. Tampa Bay. What have they done? What have they done to show that they can dominate games?
I think Tom Brady did a better job acting in Ted 2 than he's going to do playing on Sunday.
If you want to talk about bad Big Ten quarterbacks, Trace McSorley's got to be up there. Jesus.
Trace McSorley, let's ride.
And I do have TikTok, Brian. I know I don't respond right away, but I do have TikTok.
Well, then have you heard the Trace McSorley song?
No one sent it to me yet.
Well, I'm. If you give me like 4 seconds, I'll have it up here, and then we can let everyone.
That's what he said.
Okay.
What do the other guys got?
Trent has Tampa Bay to cover, and Clark has the under 40.5.
Nice.
You got it there, Bryant?
If this says any expletives, I apologize. This is a random TikTok that I just pulled off here. So.
Trace me slowly, throw it on a dime, like I ain't even
See how cool it is? I think Trace McSorley covers. I don't give a shit. I got to make different picks to pick up on Trent, man.
That's funny. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm
funny.
By the way, Joey, if Trace McSorley does do bad, it just proves my point. Big Ten quarterbacks are garbage outside of Tom Brady.
What college did you go to?
Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
Penn State.
Wasn't that Christian Hackenberg as well back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know my Penn State quarterbacks a little bit.
Yep. Where real men go to get wood. Wait, did I say that?
Mm.
You did.
Too easy of a joke. We're just going to We're gonna bypass Penn State jokes.
All right, so Monday Night Football, the Chargers, who we just talked about at Indianapolis, the Chargers are 4.5-point favorites with a total of 46. Anybody who really wants to start this, go ahead.
Yep, I got it. Overs hitting. Justin Herbert, Chargers, lighting the scoreboards up. Big Dick Nick starting back for the Indianapolis Colts. Him and Jonathan Taylor. Well, I don't know. Jonathan Taylor got hurt first fucking play of last game, so that screwed me in fantasy. But Chargers, big game this week.
Who's starting for Indy?
Nick Big Dick Foles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going under 46. I don't see Indy doing anything. Chargers, they might get something going, but I don't think it's going to be enough to break 46.
I took the Chargers under 26. I don't know. Indy doesn't have a terrible defense. They have not a great second half defense from what I've seen, but overall, I don't think they have too bad of a defense. I'm gonna go with Chargers under 26.
Nice.
Trent took the under 46, and Clark took the Chargers to cover 4.5.
There we go. Shit, we made it through another week of picks, and someone's going to go undefeated this week. I think it's going to be me, but
It's gotta be Joey.
Overs.
He said there was going to be an over in a Denver Broncos game and a LA Rams game. Both of them playing in the same game. He thinks an over is going to hit 15-1 at least.
It's a strange game.
And the third stringer starting Tampa at Arizona. Man, that's going to be another terrible Sunday night game. Just an awful Sunday night game.
Yep. How do these things not get fucking flexed?
I wish that they had a sad version of because she does such a good job of amping you up for Sunday night football, and then it's like Tampa Bay at Arizona. I wish there was like a sad trombone version of it. Just bum bum ba dum bow. Bucks at Cardinals, and then that's all it said at the beginning.
How do they not put Green Bay at Miami or even Philly at Dallas up there? I don't know how you don't move that.
Philly at Dallas is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally perfect for them because they like to gobble on the Cowboys knob. They're two large market teams. They're winning. Oh!
And as
Like
Gardner
every year
mentioned,
they
you
make
can
us
do
watch
the
the
whole
Cowboys
Mike
Giants.
Leach thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a terrible Sunday night game. I won't be watching it. I know that much.
Nope.
I'll probably be playing. I'll be playing MW2.
There you go.
You and Kyler.
Kyler and I, yeah.
We'll tell him hi when we're on.
I heard he plays them on the Microsoft Surfaces on the sidelines when he's not playing.
He plays COD Mobile. Stay fresh.
Yep, exactly.
That'd be awesome. All right. Well, anything else we want to do? Did you guys want to do Pro Bowl or just say heck with it?
What about the Pro Bowl?
Just who made it? If there were any surprises to you, the Pro Bowl's such a, I don't know. It's just kind of become a joke at this point.
Yeah, I don't even. Why don't they just name them like they do the All-American teams and move on? Yeah, there's no reason to even play it anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's flag football this year in Vegas, so that's going to be fun.
And the Mannings are the coaches, and yeah.
The only thing for me is the NFC surprised me because Jalen deserves it, but was he one of the three that would have been predicted beginning of the season? Probably not. But Jalen, Cousins, and Geno, that's a pretty surprising threesome right there.
So I'm trying to find just the rosters like listed head to head, and I cannot find it. I mean, to be honest, here's another thing. Why is the Pro Bowl not bigger? Why can't I just find a list of here's the starting quarterback? It breaks it down by team and shit. I mean, it just
NFL.com doesn't even just have it.
Every single one of these NFL.com, it's an article on every single player. No, I mean, honestly, I have no opinion on it. It's not a real game. Even the best players, typically, they're all in the playoffs or playing the Super Bowl, so they're not going to be involved in it anyways. I mean,
yeah.
That is, Joey, you said you never be game because nothing happens. Same thing with the Pro Bowl for me.
Oh, yeah, I've got the roster right here.
I haven't paid attention to the Pro Bowl since like Madden 96 when you could still pick the Pro Bowl teams and play as them.
Yeah, so AFC, Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. Who would have guessed that?
Boy, good thing I was sitting down when you told me that one.
Yeah, Chubb, Jacobs, and Henry. Who would have guessed that one? Let me get this part here.
Let me see. Jamar, Stephon Diggs. I'm trying to think of other wide receiver in the AFC.
Tyreek.
Devontae. Oh yeah, Tyreek easily. Devontae Adams.
Yep, you got it.
This is actually a fun game. Let's see if we can pick all these.
Let's see. Tight ends: Kelsey,
right.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
There's 2 tight ends. Yes, you got that. Do you want to do offensive tackles?
Joey, you go for it. I could care less. On the line, I don't know anyone's names, to be honest.
I don't really either. Not if you give me
Hold
a
on.
second.
There's one from KC there.
A tackle?
Yeah.
Trey Smith? No, he's guard. Who? I don't know.
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown's a starting tackle in the Pro Bowl. Have they watched him play this year? He's a fucking liability, dude.
Kicker's gonna be Tucker, right?
Any guess the other? Taron Armstead, Laramie Tunzel.
Lerman's a good choice.
Guards, another guard from the Chiefs.
Trey Smith. Or
No,
Creed Humphrey.
no, an offensive guard.
Yeah, those are 2. Creed Humphrey.
Joe Tooney.
Okay, sure. I wouldn't have guessed that one, but
This is really bringing our credibility down. We should probably stop this.
Center, Creed. You got Creed Humphrey for center.
yeah.
And Mitch Morse. Defensive ends. Do you want to guess those?
In
Myles
the
Garrett.
AFC,
Miles Garrett. Yep.
one of the one's the Bosa for Chargers.
Joe.
Not him. Not him. Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson.
Okay,
You got interior linemen. Won them from the Chiefs.
Chris Jones.
Yep.
Is the other one Ed Oliver?
Nope.
Really?
Jeffrey Simmons and Quinnen Williams.
Okay, yeah.
Outside linebackers.
God, I'll be honest. Linebackers and cornerbacks, I'm probably out of it too.
So
Yeah.
T.J. Watt, Khalil Mack, and Matt Judon.
Okay.
Roquan Smith, C.J. Mosley, and then cornerback. One cornerback is very easy. Actually, maybe even 2.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Everyone's- The thing I get
Adams?
pissed off about Sauce
No, he's in
Gardner
Seattle.
is everyone saying, well, he pass interferes on every pass. Of course he's going to stop. It's like, well, if they're not going to call it, why the fuck would he stop? If he can get away with cheating, it's like the Legion of Boom. They cheated every play so they wouldn't call it every play.
And you know how many rules help the offense out?
Yeah, exactly. Quit crying because the defense has one advantage. And if you think it's unfair, be better than the rookie who just got into the league. Into discussion.
Yep. Yeah, Pat Surtain, Marlon Humphrey, and Xavier Howard. Safety, Matt Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, and Jordan Poyer.
Okay.
You want to guess the long snapper?
Fucking who? The Chiefs won. I don't know.
No, Titans, Morgan Cox, punter.
Oh, of course.
No.
Yeah, he had outstanding long snaps this year. I noticed.
Yeah. The punter for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Townsend's pretty good. He hasn't been holding well. Everyone's going Harrison Butker's not been kicking well this year. It's because of his holds. They're the reason they're talking about signing Dustin Colquitt just for holding the ball.
Yeah, I think it was a former NFL player that was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Colquitt.
Used to punt for the Chiefs. I said the reason why he pulled this one right is because at the very last second, the holder pulled the ball and it shanked it for him.
Yeah, sorry, my dog was barking. I didn't hear anything you said.
You're good. So we've already went through the NFC quarterbacks with Hurts, Cousins. I'm assuming Dak.
Why can I not find NFC?
No, you're good. I mean, honestly, I don't. Though everyone that I've been spouting off, it's not even that they would have had the best season. I'm just thinking of the most popular players. Justin Jefferson for sure is the top wide receiver. Running backs in the NFC. I mean, Zeke's got to be one of them.
I'm trying to find NFC. Why?
Well, who else would even be running back, Joey?
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah, solid. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh shit, and then Debo's gonna be wide receiver,
Yep. You could
and
do
then
Cordell Patterson, I would assume, at some point.
yeah, Kittle will be the tight end, who's
Yep.
gonna be the backup tight end.
Fuck. Dallas
I mean,
Goedert?
yeah, Goddard with the Eagles. I mean, we're seriously just listing the most, the most popular
Apparently,
guys.
apparently NFL.com hates the NFC. Okay, I've got the roster here. So there's the quarterback. Who'd you guys say for running backs?
I said Zeke.
Yep. And then I said, who did I? Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
No. Nope.
Ooh.
Saquon
probably because
Barkley. Tony
Pollard? Yeah,
Pollard, whatever for
that's
Dallas.
a great choice.
He
Yeah.
beat that league. And
he's better than
for the
Zeke.
Eagles.
Hmm.
Alright,
Wide
I'm
receiver.
shocked
Who'd you
with
guys say?
We
JJ.
didn't. Yep.
JJ, I
JJ
said
was,
Debo
I think he was the
Samuel.
number one vote getter.
Yep.
Nope.
Debo didn't make it.
Nope.
Mhm.
All right. Well, now
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown made it.
solid. Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, Amon Ra St. Brown.
No.
He deserves it.
Yeah. Nope. You just want the next two?
Yeah.
Can you wait? Give me the division.
Both of them NFC East.
For wide receiver,
McLaurin.
McLaurin.
Yes.
Yeah, McLaurin
Come on.
and CD Lamb.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the two tight ends.
Kittle.
Yep.
Goddard,
Goddard.
we said?
Who?
Goddard
Dallas
for the
Goedert.
Eagles.
Hawkinson.
Oh,
Huh.
shit, yeah. I forgot he
Two
was
Iowa
NFC
guys.
at the time.
Hell yes. Look at that shit. Boom.
Cotton, you!
Hell yeah.
Both great blockers.
Then
Then offensive tackle, you got Trent Williams, Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
How's Wirfs on there?
Because he's
Hasn't
awesome.
he been
Hey, he
hurt?
played Iowa too!
He's the highest rated tackle last year. I don't know what he's at this year. I know he got hurt.
He's just been hurt pretty much the whole season, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is there any Iowa, LSU, or Vikings or Iowa State players? Otherwise, I could care less about the rest of them because I'm not going to be able to list any offensive linemen or defensive.
So yeah, the
players.
offensive line, the guard, excuse me. Oh, the guards: Zach Martin, Landon Dickerson, Chris Lindstrom. The center: Jason Kelsey. That makes sense. And
Yeah. He's got a solid
Ragnow.
podcast. We're right
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
him.
Yeah, exactly. And then Ragnow out of Detroit. He's a great center.
In the Heights and Postal Heartland, just ever so slightly behind him in listenership.
Very close though. Defensive end: Nick Bosa, obviously.
Yeah.
Brian Burns and DeMarcus Lawrence. Excuse me. Interior linemen: Aaron Donald, Jonathan Allen, and Dexter Lawrence.
Mhm.
Outside linebacker:
Micah.
Micah's one. Zadarius Smith for Minnesota. He deserves it. He really does.
Mhm.
And then Hassan Reddick. Middle linebacker: Fred Warner, Demario Davis. Cornerbacks. This one's so stupid. This one is so stupid. There's one, maybe two that really deserve it. Darius Slay is one. He deserves it. Tariq Woolen's at Seattle. I don't really know him that much. Trevon Diggs. I am just not a Trevon Diggs guy. He gives up way too many big plays. He's great at getting interceptions. He gives up way too many big plays. And then Jair Alexander for Green Bay. That guy has sucked donkey dick this season. He talks more than he performs.
Mhm.
Patrick Peterson deserves it more than he does. Duke Shelley deserves it more than he does.
There's a cornerback out there that talks a lot of shit but doesn't back it up. I've never heard of that in my life.
Weird.
Yep.
Marcus Peters.
Yeah. And then safeties: Quandre Diggs, Buda Baker, and Hufanga. Minnesota's long snapper made it.
Nice. Is the kicker Young
See, that one
Hoku?
doesn't make sense. I finally got the roster pulled up. How do the Vikings have the kicking game that they do, but their long snapper gets recognition?
Yeah, their punter Tress Way. He's a great punter, but the Vikings punter is pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
Then Cavante Turpin, he was TCU. And yeah, that's basically it.
Wait, who is the kicker?
Jason Myers.
That's bullshit. Young Hoku.
So Atlanta had one player. Good job.
So why didn't you vote more for him then, Joey?
Yeah,
I
get
did
on
vote for
Twitter.
Grady Jarrett. I didn't vote for Chris Lindstrom, and he made it.
Oh, well, I'll be honest. After going through this whole lineup, I'm for sure logging into the Pro Bowl this year and watching that thing.
Half those players won't even go.
I like the fact that the NFC actually didn't go with the most popular people. It wasn't the Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers show. That's kind of nice that they actually have a little bit different.
I do agree with that.
I mean, I think they picked the best three though. They're just not the. I mean, when you compare it to Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, who gets a majority of the media, you know, spotlight. I mean, you put them next to Hurts, Smith, Cousins, it's going to look bad. But I mean, they have been clearly the best three in the NFC this year by far.
Yeah, so I'm surprised Dak didn't get voted in over at least Geno, if not Kirk.
I think being hurt for so long hurt him.
Yeah. And also Cooper Rush winning games when he was out goes, so it's kind of like the Niners. Oh, you can just throw in Brock Purdy, and as long as he doesn't completely throw 4 interceptions, you're going to be fine. You know.
So if Minshew comes in and wins games, does that take away from Hurts' MVP candidacy?
Yeah.
I think Hurts being hurt takes away from Hurts' MVP candidacy.
Wrong time to get hurt.
Just hurt my brain.
I mean, you missed it last week, Joey. We were talking about how Hurts was on the field, but Fields was hurt. I mean, that was mind-boggling.
Right.
You are basically Christopher Nolan of podcast content.
I'm over here making real-life nukes to fucking make a video of. So.
Dear FBI, he is not actually making real-life nukes.
Yeah. Let's make that very clear. Just my takes are so hot over here.
They blow up every week.
No, yeah, true. Yeah, if I can have every week, I almost find a way to go 500 in my picks, and half it just
It's Heimer Bryant, not Homer Bryant.
Ooh, Oppenheimer Bryant.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. From now on, you have to have Oppenheimer Bryant on the bottom there.
I can change it and say that'll be the easiest change I make all night. So,
other than that jersey over jersey that you did earlier, that was impressive, to be honest.
That was pretty slick. I'll be repping that. Sorry, Joey, I'm going to be repping the black jersey on the college football pod tomorrow night too.
I don't know why you're apologizing to me. I'm hoping I'm on the pod tomorrow night. Tomorrow could either be a super short, easy day for me or the worst experience of my life. We'll find out.
You'll find out tomorrow night live, Thursday at 8:30 if Joey's here or not, and if there's tears in his eyes or not.
Traveling during the holidays, during a blizzard, I don't know where the hell I'm going to end up tomorrow. We'll see.
Yuck. Well, best of luck with that, my friend.
Thanks.
Good luck. Well, we can probably tune it out for tonight, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Like you said, join tomorrow, Thursday, for the college podcast. Are you guys talking a little basketball tomorrow?
Yeah, probably. I would say I need to get the agenda set up, but I would say since bowl game, we're not into the great bowl games yet. We've been talking a little basketball. We made our picks for the top 25 games on Saturday, and we did okay. So we'll probably just keep track of that for the season.
I saw that there was a bowl named after Jimmy Kimmel. Seriously?
The Jimmy Kimmel Los Angeles Bowl? Yeah, I would say when your team's not playing in a bowl game as well, you really stop caring about them as much. So yeah, I really haven't watched it. I look behind myself at work. I'm like, oh man, it's the Eastern Michigan San Jose State game in the Idaho Famous Potato Bowl. God damn.
I can get behind that, but the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. And it's almost as if someone that writes for In the Zone should write about how bowl season is just so overdone right now.
I don't know who would do that.
Yeah.
I can tell you who. It's Uncle Joe. Go visit inthezone.studio and look at his article along with many other great articles by many other great writers.
That's
Uncle Joe's
fucking right. Yep. Hell yeah.
Nailed
There's the push I was looking for. Thank you.
it. Nailed it. Nailed it there.
Push us over the edge. Joe, you want
So-
to address those socials? Or what else you have?
Yeah, I'll do the socials, but real quick. So the Wasabi Bowl, that is actually an investment company. It's not actual wasabi. So when I made the joke about do they have a good commercial like avocados from Mexico? And that wasn't even close. Yeah. So stupid.
So do they have a good commercial though?
No, they don't. It's pretty fucking boring. It was dumb.
Oh.
It looks like something that Hulu would make on Silicon Valley.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Is there a guy in his lifetime that has gone from so far to the extreme of making the man show to being just this big pansy on late night TV now?
Nick Saban.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about men that cry on television. Why my 2-loss team not make the playoffs? Because there's only 4 teams, asshole. That's why. I would have loved to have asked Nick Saban, if you were in the playoffs right now and there was a 2-loss team going on national television and asking to be in the playoffs, what would you say? For shame, Nick Saban. For shame.
Yep.
Yeah. Or even a 1-loss TCU. If Sonny went on TV, hey, I'm going to be political and tell you why I think we deserved. What would be the thoughts from Alabama?
Right.
Yeah. You know what they'd say and what they've said for the last 8 years? Get good, kid. And now the kids got good, and now they're sad.
Yep. I remember at some point he brought up that every playoff team should have to win their conference, blah, blah, blah. Oh, weird. The one year you don't win it and then you cry about it. Fucking bullshit. Shut up.
Mm-hmm. Joey's
enjoy
going to be so
fucking-
anti-Alabama. It's going to be so fun next year.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. You can hear all about that on our Twitter and Instagram and Twitch at Heartland Pulse. Find us on Facebook. Search Pulse of the Heartland. You do the same thing on YouTube. Watch us live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And you can find us, all of our main stuff, like Ryan said, in the zone.studio. That's our socials, guys. And thank you, David.
Appreciate
River
you.
hasn't made an appearance for a few episodes, so it's time.
What
It's
up,
time.
River?
Oh,
He was living his best
Stu
life.
gets booped. So, all right.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, everyone.